Hello there. What is going on, everybody? Today we are taking a look at the U.S.S. Farragut from Star Trek Strange New Worlds. This is a part of the official Starships collection from Fanhome's Star Trek series. This is the third installment in the series that we've been looking at, and we're going to do an unboxing of the U.S.S. Farragut. We're going to compare this to some other ships, and we're also going to show you something else that came with this shipment. If you guys are new here to the channel, we do talk a lot about starships, tabletop games, plastic miniatures, all kinds of cool stuff like that. Love to have you stick around. We're currently doing a $25 Amazon gift card giveaway right now where you can enter to win that just because you're a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. If you're not subscribed already, click that subscribe button, like the video, share the video, all that good stuff, and let me know what your favorite Star Trek ship is down in the comments section below. Let's go ahead and get this thing open. Big thanks to Fanhome, by the way, for sending this out. They did set me up with a whole entire subscription for this whole wave. So we're going to be looking at lots of ships. And if you want to check out some of the other ones, I'm going to have links down at the end of the video as well, where you can check all of that stuff out. And if you like what you see here, you can head over to Fanhome and check it out there as well. All right, let's get this thing opened. All right, so opening up the box here, we do have our little folder here that has some information on the U.S.S. Farragut. Now, this was seen in Star Trek Strange New Worlds. We're going to have lots of different shots of this ship. We're going to have some information about the ship, and then some of the stuff that went into designing it. Oh, we've even got some comic stills in there, which is pretty cool. So, interesting. Based loosely upon the U.S.S. Reliant. I hadn't realized that. So you can learn a lot from some of this. This is pretty cool because I think some people kind of get into these ships based on like getting maybe the Enterprise or the more well-known ships. But when you get some of the less recognizable ships, it's a really cool opportunity to both enhance your collection and also to learn a little bit more. Which is pretty cool. So we've got a base here, and this is kind of a little bit of a weighted base. We have a spot here, and then we have this piece here that is going to hold the ship. That we'll set those aside, and then of course this is what you're all waiting to see. We're going to pull out the Farragut itself. Already, this is really interesting because it is held on by just these two small pieces right here. So my initial reaction was, ooh, we have a little bit of give, so we want to kind of handle it with care, probably hold it more from the saucer section. The saucer section is very firm and very hard, a different material, I think, that we're getting down here, or at least it feels denser because this is where the bulk of the ship is. I'm glad that it didn't break, though, so it is definitely sturdy enough. I just don't want to be handling it from back here, so I want to be holding it from up here or somewhere closer to the main center of gravity of the ship. Now, we do have a detached saucer section down here. I'm sorry, a detached deflector dish down here at the bottom. Lots of panel lining and lots of different weathering on here and different deck plating. We can see it kind of painted in all throughout. We have nice clean lettering here on the front here. We can see NCC 1647 U.S.S. Farragut right there. And we have a little bit of paint applications on the bridge section, as well as some of these. I think these are phaser arrays. Now, if we look at it from the rear, we can see some of the impulse engines, shuttle bay. Of course, we have detailed lettering here on the nacelles. We have really nice acrylics for the fronts of the nacelles, so they can catch the light nicely and kind of show you a little bit of that magic that sometimes comes with the warp engines. And then the back of the nacelles, we have a little bit of extra detailing right here on the back. So a lot of really fancy bits on this one for a ship that might, from a distance, appear kind of plain and a little bit less spectacular from far away. As we get up close, we can see there is definitely a lot of detail with this ship. Let's go ahead and do a size comparison for this one versus some of the other ships in this collection. All right, so now we're just going to do a hand side-by-side comparison here. And so we're going to take a look at the Stargazer. And the Farragut is definitely wider, but not as long as the Stargazer. Now, I don't believe these are necessarily one-to-one comparisons as far as in-universe scale. I believe this is a much smaller ship, but as far as your shelf display, they've kind of scaled them up to you know, to all be sort of comparable with each other. It wouldn't look as cool if a ship were only like this big, for example. You know, so you want to make sure that the things on the shelf kind of look, you know, if you're displaying them, you want to be able to see them all and have them all take up about the same amount of display area. So that's, and here's like a height comparison. So just to give you an idea, and then we'll bring out the Titan as well. Again, the Titan is a lot closer to the Stargazer, so we're going to see some of the same things where the Farragut is wider with that very, very round, very original series sort of design for the saucer section. And as far as length of the ships there, we can see that the Titan is much longer. So the Farragut doesn't quite have the length, but it does have quite a bit of width. And heights are somewhat comparable there, if we're going to go kind of like that. There we go. Let's take a look how it fits on the stand. All right, so we've got our stand here. I've gone ahead and put this piece in here. You want these two sort of wings to be going towards the center. And what you're going to do is you're going to take the ship itself and slide it in between to where the little opening gaps catch the saucer section right about here. And there you go. And it'll be kind of flying with a slight uptick. So if you're looking at it on your shelf, it'll be sort of going upwards a little bit like so. There we go. All right, so there is the Farragut, and of course you can display it and you can pull it out as often as you like. So initially, I will say that this is probably not my favorite ship out of everything in this collection. It is maybe a little more plain than most of the other ships. But if you're growing your collection, I think it's important to have some plain ships in there because it helps make the spectacular ships stand out a little bit more, and it gives you a more robust and diverse fleet. So I think it's important to have some of those. Also, for fans of more of original series timeline Star Trek, Strange New Worlds, of course, going back to that, I think this one could appeal a little bit more to fans of the older timelines, whereas I personally tend to be more of a fan of like Next Generation Deep Space Nine era and beyond. So that's kind of like my favorite Trek. So this one is a little bit before that, but I will say that I have been enjoying Strange New Worlds. I think it's a fantastic show. I'm definitely eager to see what they have next. But still, very nice, very well put together ship. So the extra bonus that did come in this particular shipment was this binder storage shelf thing. So this is something that you can put together. It's thick cardboard. We can assemble it here on the bottom. There's little instructions for how to do that. And we can actually like ignore the instructions and just do it however we want. But basically, well, you know what? Let me get this thing together. So it says put one in first. There it is. Then two, 1, 2, right there, and then 3. Oh, and then this is supposed to go in underneath that. So that's not going to be the easiest thing together. I'm going to have to kind of force that one in a little bit. But yeah, if you can get that kind of bent and inside there, then that'll lock the whole thing in. And now you've got a nice little binder for all of your booklets, all of your paperwork, and all of these things can go in there. And there you go. You can set all of them in there like that. All right, so this has been a look at the U.S.S. Farragut from the official Starships collection from Fanhome. If you like this video, go ahead and let me know what you think. If you want to see more stuff like this, definitely stay tuned and check out some of our other videos as well. If you are somebody who has subscribed to this Fanhome service, and if you're collecting these ships, I want to hear from you. Are you like me? And did you, after looking at these, I don't think I have them anymore. I think they got thrown out. Or put into the recycling bin because I didn't know that they were going to send me a thing to hold on to all of them, and I wish I had known that. I mean, there's a list of stuff that you're going to get, and I just didn't. I wanted to be surprised instead of actually reading up on everything that came with it. So I like the whole surprise factor, except I didn't realize that I should have saved all of the extra little booklets that came with each ship. So, oopsie on me. Let me know if you fell into the same trap that I did, because that's a little bit funny. I will say the ships are the part that are most interesting about this. Although all the extra stuff is interesting as well. I went and took a look after the fact, and I saw that there's things like a coffee cup and some other stuff that is also available. So there's a lot of extra little bells and whistles, but at the meat and potatoes of everything is the ships, and these are really pretty ships. So I like them. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. I'll talk to you later. Big thanks to Fanhome once again, and big thanks to my patrons. You guys are amazing and help make this whole channel possible. I will talk to you later. May the force be with you. Live long and prosper. Be excellent to each other. Party young dudes. So say we all, and always wash yourself.